So quick one, guys. This video you're about to watch right now is the video of the incident that happened a few days ago in Abuja regarding the death of Miss Somtochukwu, the Arise TV anchor that jumped from three-story building to the ground floor and ended up losing her life because the house where she was living was actually attacked by hoodlums, or rather armed robbers. So this story right now is the story of a police commander, like the FCT police commander, had to come on live to narrate to Nigerians of his own side of the story about what happened to Miss Somtochukwu. But then, I don't know why I feel somehow weird about the story, as in the story wasn't really adding up. It wasn't really, as in the story isn't really adding up for me anyway. I don't know for others. That's why I want to play the video first before coming back to give my own analysis of what I'm able to deduce from the whole story. But then, please, let's watch the video first. After that, we can come back and I'll say what I want to say.
Thank you so much. Let me start this way. FCT Command, once again, commiserate with the family of Sommie. Arise News family, entire Nigerians that are reasonably touched with this ugly incident. It was indeed a sad one, very disturbing indeed. Regarding the circumstances surrounding the incident, to set the record straight, some hoodlum, armed robbers specifically, gained access into unique apartment where Sommie lives. A twin three-story, 18-flat apartment around the Girishiri end of Katampe under Mabushi divisional area. At this point in time, two guards were on duty, security men. These are private guard. And one of them, who had the courage to challenge, sustained a gunshot. Under this condition, you know the panic that will have resulted from this kind of environment. Sommie actually occupied an apartment on the topmost floor of the building. And out of the fear, she jumped down from that third story, the top floor. The consequences is what we have seen. It's so sad, so unfortunate.
Well, have you
At last, distress call was read to the command control room. Policemen moved to the scene. What they could see, the unconscious body of Sommie on the floor. They picked her there and then and took her to my Tama General Hospital, where the doctor on duty tried as much as possible to see whether they can resuscitate her using the CPR. It's unfortunate. He couldn't make it. And that was the story. But what are we doing at our end here? We've set up a specific investigation team headed by the Deputy Commissioner of Police Investigation, with all the tactical components required to unravel the whole situation with a view to tracking down the culprits responsible for this dastardly act. The leads we are getting, we're already working on it. No stone will be left unturned to ensure that the perpetrators are tracked and brought to justice. And the result of the investigation will be made known to Nigeria. That is the situation for now.
So guys, you have all heard from the police officer, and just like I said before, personally, I don't know why I feel somehow weird about this whole story. As in, the whole thing isn't just adding up to me. Like, I feel somehow there are some atom of lies and cook-ups here and there. Anyway, this is what I feel. I'm not saying that it's what it is. Now, before I go into analyzing the story of Somtochukwu, guys, it's obvious that no matter who you are, no matter where you live, and no matter what you do in this life, and no matter how careful you think you are in this country as it is right now today, definitely if Nigeria wants to happen to you, it will happen to you, irrespective of where you live, what you do, who you are, who you voted for, and who you did not vote for. And just like we always hear and see online, elections do have consequences. Who would, in his or her wildest dream, think that someone who lives in a highbrow area like Abuja will experience this kind of tragic death? In this 24th century, it can only happen where? In Nigeria. And again, here's the thing. A lot of people that I know that have actually left this country did not actually leave because of the harsh economy. Most of them left because of insecurity. Yes, and the reason I said that is because if you escape the fuel subsidy, you can't escape the tax net. And if you escape the tax net, you can't escape the inflation. And if you eventually think that escaping the inflation is not a big deal, my dear, can you escape the bandits? Can you escape the Boko Haram? Can you escape the unknown gunmen in the east? Can you escape all the insecurities ravaging this country? And again, can you escape traveling and not being kidnapped? Can you? Like I always tell my friends, like I sort of like the 3D chess that this present administration is playing with us in this country. At least, I don't know, maybe if that would be a reason for us to say no and say enough is enough. Because I don't understand this. There's absolutely no escape route for anybody in this country, no matter how you do it. Okay, now back to the story of Sommie, a young, vibrant lady in her late 20s who has valid dreams and aspirations ahead of her. Just look at how her life has been cut short because of insecurity. Now, I heard that this is a lady that studied in the UK. I mean, nothing could have actually stopped her from staying back in the UK and not coming back. But she decided to come back to her home country to contribute her quota in building a better nation for all of us. And just look at how her life just ended. And do you know the funny thing? A lot of people are out there on social media asking, why would she have to jump from 3-story building to the ground floor? As in, who pushed her? Why would she run? Why would a girl think of doing something like that? Like, are you kidding me? You don't know what it's called adrenaline. When it rushes, the next thing that will be triggered is the FFF, is it reflex action? That's fight, fright, and fly mode will be activated automatically. You won't even know. Guys, only some people knows what happened to her that night. Like, I don't know whether someone pushed her or she on her own jumped. But the thing is that if she actually jumped, I think her case is somehow justifiable because you wouldn't know what would have actually met her in that apartment. She may even end up being, manhandled, somehow raped, or even brutally murdered or something like that. I'm just trying to be careful with my words because of censorship, but honestly, Nigeria is dead. Nigeria, oh God. There is no escape route, no matter how you see it. And come 2027, a lot of people are going to still make same mistakes that they did in 2023, forgetting that elections do have consequences. Now look at Kwara State and listen to the people, the cry of the people. Listen to what is happening in Kwara State. These are people that during elections, we know what they did. And now the insecurity is upon them, showing you that no matter who you vote in this country, whether good or bad, we'll all experience it together. There is no escape route for anybody. We all be in the mess together. Elections have consequences. When next you're trying to vote, vote wisely and stand firm and fight for your vote. Defend your vote to the very last. These guys cannot be more than us. How can in 21st century, Nigeria is begging to have a security seat in the UN when we are dying of insecurity in Nigeria? Do these guys think that the world is not watching? As in, do they think that people are not seeing what is happening in the country? People are seeing, in fact, people even know what is happening. Many Western countries know what is happening in our country more than we that are in this country. So, going to the UN to be asking for special security seats in the UN is just a heavy blow on your face because you have not even fixed the insecurity issues in your country and you're going out there to paint the world. Guys, this is very annoying and very saddening. Anyway, all I have to say at this point is no matter what you do, just pray that Nigeria doesn't happen to you because you won't get justice. You won't get justice from the security architecture and you won't get justice from the judiciary. Not even the government itself will give you justice. So no matter what you do, just keep praying that Nigeria doesn't happen to you. And when next you have the chance to vote, please vote wisely and defend your votes to the very end. Let's stop shying away. Because the more we shy away, the more we look away from all those things that our leaders are doing, the more brazen they become in doing even more. Because All of them have dual citizenship. If Nigeria should collapse today, next minute all of them are out of the country. It's we, the ordinary masses of the country, that will stay back and suffer.